Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. And yes, you see a guest. It is DeAndre. Okay. If
What's going on?
or maybe you're behind, DeAndre, introduce yourself to people who for some reason might not know who you are.
I'm DeAndre Asbury Heath, uh, contestant on Love Island. I'm 25 years old from Columbia, South Carolina. Now living in Miami, Florida. So that's a little bio about myself.
Oh no, you're missing something. What do you do?
Oh, I'm a professional baseball player. Yeah,
Oh, there you
I
go.
try to stay humble a little bit. I try to stay humble a little
Flex. Okay, flex.
bit.
Flex. I gotta ask you though, what made you want to go on Love Island? Like, did you audition? Did you get did someone reach out to you? Like, how did that all happen?
Yeah, so I went and kind of put myself out there, and then they kind of reached out to me, and I guess I was what they were looking for, kind of fit like the mold of the guy that they wanted to have on the show at that time. So yeah, and it was actually in the midst of my baseball season being suspended because of COVID. So it kind of worked out to where I could kind of venture out and do some other things I wanted to do outside of baseball. So it worked out well.
Okay. And did you go on genuinely thinking you'd find love, or was it like, hey, I got some free time, let's have a good time? You can be honest. You can be honest.
Yeah, no, I actually I am looking for love. So it kind of worked out in my favor also because I never really had time to focus solely on an individual just because my career is so hectic, football. So yeah, it just gave me kind of some free time, and I wanted to kind of experience that, and kind of with everything they had going on, I felt like they were going to put the right people in the right spot. So and like I said, I met some amazing individuals, some lifelong friends.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I'm still looking for that girl though. So
Hey, it might be after this video. You never know.
right.
um, who did you kind of have your eyes on? I feel like I missed that part, but who were you looking to pursue when you first got in there?
Yeah, so I mean, I had my eyes on Kirsten.
Okay.
Justine was cute as well. And but it was funny because I went into it already knowing one of the cast members. So
Oh, which
that
one?
was exciting. I knew Mackenzie.
Oh,
Yeah. But yeah, no one knew I knew her. I knew her through baseball though. So she's from Arizona. So yeah, I would go out there every year and train, and they had like all-star games and stuff like that. So we ran across each other probably like a year and a half ago.
mm.
We yeah, we were at this nice little spot, and she came in with her friends. We had a couple of drinks and we were chilling. So and it was crazy because once I kind of saw who was gonna be on, I was like, bro, I know this girl from somewhere, but I couldn't. I was like, I couldn't put my
Where from? Where from?
yeah, like where, and I couldn't put my finger on it. But then it kind of all came full circle. So we had a conversation about. She's like, oh my god, so that was kind of
Yeah.
cool.
That literally perfectly leads into my next question. Who do you feel like is portrayed differently on TV than how they are when you actually interact with them on one-on-one?
Definitely Mackenzie. She kind of turned my head a little bit and stuff like that because when we met previously, we talked briefly.
Okay.
We kind of hung out and things like that. But yeah, she's actually a very genuine person, and she has goals, she has admirations and stuff like that. So that was kind of like that's a turn on for me. Like you can be the most gorgeous girl in the world, but I need you to have some some drive, some
Yeah.
ambition, because that's what I have. So yeah, she's definitely uh she's a great girl. So
Okay. So it seems like you saw some good quality women in there. Why do you feel like you didn't make a connection?
I mean, kind of when we went in, we were working on limited time. So,
Yeah.
we kind of we came in, and we were pretty much going towards trying to get the girls' minds off the guys they had been with already, which is kind of tough when you have, like I said, when you have limited time, and then we can't be as aggressive as the women in the other house. So that kind of plays a yeah, you know what I mean? That kind of plays a part. And but I mean, it is what it is. We did the best we could.
Mm-hmm.
We put our best foot forward. And one thing about the guys in there, we didn't really change ourselves to kind of fit into a specific group or setting. So it's like, hey, we're here. Like if you like us, then
Yeah.
You do? If
Yeah.
not, we know we're great individuals
It is
anyway.
what it
So
is. Yeah. Do you
yeah.
feel like, I know you're saying that you stayed true to yourself, but do you maybe wish you played a little more aggressively, or maybe wish you pursued other people besides your initial attractions?
Not really. I'm kind of that guy that if I have my eye on something, I kind of go for that specifically.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, and that's kind of how I ended up where I am, like in my life now. Uh, yeah, nah, I wouldn't change anything. I had a great time, and like in the short stint that I was there, I felt like I made an impact, and we definitely livened up the villa.
You did.
our,
You did. I'm not gonna
our,
lie.
our yeah, our crew definitely livened, and no, it was fun. I wouldn't change anything. I would go through the same process all over again.
Okay. What are your predictions? Who do you feel like is gonna win? Who do you feel like maybe that one's gonna die when they leave the house? Be honest.
Um, Winning wise, I'm a fan of Justine and Caleb. Because they are, yeah,
Who
yeah, yeah,
isn't?
yeah,
Who isn't?
yeah. Because I mean, Justine's so like she's great in herself. You know what I mean? So I never really met Caleb, but kind of just seeing him on the show and things like that, kind of how chill he is and stuff like that. I
Mhm.
feel like if we were in the house together, he would have been like one of the people I would have vibed with.
I could sense that, yeah.
So like his just demeanor is great, and I could tell like she was like head over heels for him just
Mm.
because Justine in the beginning episode she was kind of rocky, like a lot of things was going on, so just to see her kind of find someone, like
Mhm.
if you watched in the clip where we were all being eliminated or sent home or whatever, we were just genuinely happy for everyone that was
Yeah, yeah.
legit, like, you know what I mean. Same thing with like Selly and things like that. So uh but breaking up outside, I don't know. That's kind of up in the air, like, because I mean, they just had a recoupling last night that aired. So it's shooken up a little bit. So that's
A
like
lot. Yeah.
looking back at it, I'm like, oh, we did our job, like, and people were speaking. We did what we were supposed to do. And
It's
now I love that people are like speaking their mind and stuff now on the show, because I
Mhm.
definitely did that when I walked in. So it's good. So
Okay, that's dope. Do you feel like we got a good impression of who you are, or like there may be gaps in your personality that you'd want people to know about you? Let us know.
nope. everything
They portrayed you pretty
every
good?
That was me. That was all DeAndre. So I
Okay.
feel like they did a great job. I know a lot of viewers were saying they wanted to see me a little bit more on screen.
We did. We did.
And but I mean, it is what it is. They do what they needed to do, and I enjoyed it. Looking back at it now, like watching it, I'm like, they got your boy some good little highlights, and then they gave you
Okay.
it was like a teaser. They gave you just enough
Just a
DeAndre
taste. Just a
to
taste.
to where it's like, oh, who is he? I'm trying to get some more. You feel me? So nah, everything you saw was that was me to a T.
Okay. Has life changed? I know it's only been like less than a week, but has life changed for you coming outside the house?
Yeah. So the crowd of attention that I'm getting now is a little bit different from baseball.
Mm.
So one thing that I kind of, what's the word I want to use? I guess had an advantage in going into it is I've been in front of like cameras. I've talked to people. I've done things like that. I
Mhm.
know how to handle like fan interaction and stuff like that through my career of baseball. So, and I always tell the story like I'm so good at talking to people because I've had to have a conversation with a 70-year-old man after coming to
Mm.
my game and being like, oh, we want to see you do this, and then having a conversation with a kid to where it's like, he's like, oh my God, DeAndre, you're my favorite player. And I just struck out 4 times, and you know what I mean? I'm kind of, yeah, like, you know what I
It's
mean?
okay.
So
He
it's like,
sees more than just the strikes. It's all right.
you know what I mean? So it's, that was one thing that I kind of leaned on. So, but yeah, life has changed. Like the crowd from the show is different. I love all the fans and stuff like that.
Mhm.
They're great. I try and interact with a lot of them, as many of them as I can,
Okay.
just because I know how it is to be on that outside, like looking up to like baseball players and stuff like that. To where it's like,
Mhm.
dog, I just wish he would reach out or like say something back. So just showing people that I'm a real person.
Okay. Any interesting
Yeah.
DMs that you've gotten? You know?
Interesting. I got a lot of daddies. I got a lot of daddies. Like,
Hold on.
well,
Like father or daddy requests, I'm lost.
no, like women saying like daddy this, daddy that.
Oh.
Yeah, because I don't know if you saw when I first came out that I
Yes,
looked. I
I forgot about that. That's on
was
you.
like,
That's on
daddy's
you.
here. So that's stuck with me now. So I embrace it. I embrace it well. So it's it's refreshing for sure. It's funny.
Uh-huh. Are you really that confident in real life?
Oh, for sure,
Okay.
1000%.
All
Yeah,
right.
I don't know. I've always been confident. You know what I mean? I don't know, but it's like a respectful confidence. Like I don't. It's not to where it's like it's arrogant or things like that. It's just I kind of know myself as a person. I know what I put forward. You know, I know what I bring to the table. So um, if that's not what you know like or want to be around, perfectly fine. You're an adult.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's not going to be any like bad blood or anything. It's just like I said on the show, I don't really change myself to like mold for someone else, like because I want you to be the best version of yourself when you come to me, and I'm gonna show you the best version of myself. So
Definitely. Yeah, no, I asked because I saw like maybe on Twitter and stuff like that, people were saying, well, he's so cocky, he's putting it on for a show. And I'm like, I genuinely think he's this confident in himself. Like he's self-assured. He seems like he knows what he wants in life. I don't feel like he's the type to fake the funk.
yeah, nah. And like a lot of that, like I said from the first episode, kind of they were doing like my pool or water interview was I was confident like growing up. But then when I started playing professional ball, I started playing at 17.
Mm,
So one, I had to grow up quick. I got a limelight quick, and I got polished really quickly by some great individuals, like some professionals, you know.
mhm.
So and they just always told me kind of like one, eyes are always on you, so always be sharp and stuff like that. So I just learned how to carry myself extremely well. But that comes across as like, oh, he thinks he's the junk, or I don't
Yeah,
want to cuss on your show, but
all good. It's all good.
he he thinks he's better than everybody. I'm like, no. I mean, you're getting that impression because of how I walk or how I carry myself, and because I
Mhm.
hold my head up high all the time, which I think everyone should do. You know,
Yeah.
yeah. So, I mean, I embrace it all. I just smile and keep going, show off these teeth.
Okay. I mean, the publicity comes with the good and the bad, so you have to be prepared for it all. So I totally get that.
For sure.
Who would you like to talk to outside of the house, whether it is the guys or the girls, like different connections you made in there that you want to sustain post the show?
Definitely the dudes I went in with. We gave ourselves the name the Fab Five, so that's like a running thing now. And
Of course you
we
would.
came in, and it was funny because we all had the same confidence level and everything. We came in, we were like, "Yo, we coming in, we gonna clean sweep everybody. Like we gonna get chose by all of them. Ain't gonna
Well,
be no dude, yeah." But you know, it didn't work out that
you
way. But
didn't.
we came in with that mentality. But nah, definitely the dudes for sure. Female wise, I mean all the girls were great. They were their personalities and things where I felt were genuine. So I feel like I'll be able to connect with that outside of the show and kind of dive into that a little bit outside of the show. And yeah, I mean, I'm just excited to kind of see how everything is, how they go about life after the show, you know,
Yeah,
because
yeah, because it's
will be
gonna
different.
change. Yeah,
It's gonna be
definitely.
different. So yeah.
If you had a chance to maybe be in the other house, in the Casa Amor house, which girls maybe sparked your interest? You know, tell us the tea. Tell us.
Oh my God. I don't know her. I think her name is like Shay or Cher or something
Yeah,
like that.
she's beautiful. She's
Oh
gorgeous.
my God. I was standing up there. I was standing up there at elimination when Calvin walked out with her. And I literally was like, yo, oh my God, that's what they got over there?
I'm
Nah,
dead.
not. I'm like, what? That's what they pulling out? I'm like, nah, they trying me. But nah,
Can't
and
you.
it's funny because she's actually from Miami. So, and that's where I live now. So,
Look at that.
yeah, look at, look at God.
Listen,
But
all I'm saying is, I don't know if she's making a true connection in there. It might be your chance.
I don't know. I think she had her eyes on your boy when I was standing up there. You know, I don't know.
Speak
I
it.
don't know.
Speak it.
you know. So we'll see. But no, I definitely want to kind of see what she's up to. So I'm sure I'll reach out after her stint on the show is done and everything. But nah, she seemed like she was cool, but I want to like see kind of what she's really about, you know.
Mm-hmm. I get that. Okay, I have to ask about this damn challenge. I hated it. That stupid grape. You cannot tell
Great.
me the grape that you guys had to pass.
Oh, the cherry. It was a
Oh, was it a
cherry.
cherry? Oh, whatever. It was disgusting. Okay, I couldn't even watch it.
You saw where I was at. I
You
was in
were
the
at the
front of the
beginning.
line.
You were smart man. Smart man. It was like, I'm sorry, through 10 mouths? Absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Yeah, yeah. So it was funny because I mean everything they kind of told us that we were gonna go against the other house and things like that. So we were super hyped because all of us are competitive. So we're thinking like super out of line. We're like, so we had thought about like, hey, yo, like we need the youngest. We all gave our ages to figure out
Yeah,
who's the
yeah.
youngest. I was the youngest and the tallest, so I had to do a lot of the things. And we were like, when the text came through, like as we were reading it, Mackenzie sprinted off because she knew what everything was in the kitchen.
Mhm.
So we were like, all right, bet, because none of us would have known what the cherries were. We would have,
Yeah.
and it was a time game. So she sprints, runs off, gets the cherry, and it's like she puts it in the mouth. So I'm like right there. I'm like, all right, bet, I'll just go from one to here. And then Kirsten was beside me,
Hmm.
so gave it to her. And the funniest thing though was we were like, all right, boy, girl, boy, girl. Thing about it is, since Mackenzie started, we needed a guy to end it.
Yeah.
But I think Justine was at the end of
He
our
was.
line,
Poor thing.
so that's why the mix up kind of kind of happened in the
They
middle.
handled it great. They did well.
They did. My
They,
my boys did it. I was
they held
like,
it
yo.
down. They held it
I
down.
was like, yo. Nah, it was definitely a iconic moment on this show. I feel like everyone will like a lot of people were like, yo, like that was crazy. And I was just like, wow. Like I
Listen,
was here to
win by
witness
any
that.
means. Win by any means necessary. I'm here
And
for
we
it.
did. We did. We
There you
did.
go.
We did.
There you
So
go. I gotta ask though, what sparked your interest in baseball? Was that something that you did as a kid, or was that something that's like, I turn out to be good at this thing, let me pursue that? Do you get my question?
yeah, yeah. So I give a lot of credit to like my parents and stuff because they're the one who put me in baseball when I was young. So I started playing baseball when I was 4 years old. So that kind of was my life for a while. Granted, I played other sports like growing up. I played football and basketball, like just kind of just to get me to baseball season, which I was good at those as well. But the reason I credit them so much is because baseball is an expensive sport, you know. So like growing up, like you got to buy cleats, you got to buy bats, you got to buy gloves, like, and it like with the training and stuff, like you got to get specific hitting lessons, like pitching lessons, and all that is expensive because not any knocks on any other sports like football and basketball, but you can relatively do those alone. You know what I mean? Like you can go outside and work on footwork with the football in your hand, or you can go outside and or go to a gym and shoot till your hands bleed. You know what I
Exactly.
mean? Like with baseball, like if you're not getting specific training and hitting and pitching, because with pitching you got to throw it in the strike zone. You know what I mean? You got to work on different pitches, and you can't really train unless you have somebody to work with.
Hmm.
You have to have someone to throw you the ball when you're hitting and stuff. So just the fact that I started at 4 and they did all that to kind of keep me in it. Granted, I loved it, and they saw something in it in me. It's I credit them a lot for that. So
Yeah, no, that's dope. That's dope. Well, seeing as you've now dabbled into entertainment and TV, what's next? Is it like back to baseball? I know COVID and all that. Say in an ideal world, is it back to baseball, or maybe you want to do more reality TV, more entertainment? What's next for you?
yeah. So I mean, baseball is like I said, kind of, and going back to my relationships and things like that. When I have my eyes set on one thing, like that's kind of where I'm going at the time. Like I have my blinders on. So like you said, with COVID and everything, and then baseball kind of being wiped out, it kind of expanded my mind of thinking like, yo, like nobody knew like baseball was going to be gone for everyone, like we never thought about that. And I feel for all the guys that like trained their whole life to kind of get drafted or get to the point, and now it's like out of their hands, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all sports stuff. That's all sports. But yeah, so this kind of opened the door for entertainment and stuff, which I wanna. That's where my sights are right now. Like baseball will recircle or resurface. I'm sorry, more in like February, March, if so. But I mean, you got to think like a lot of guys are still getting drafted, like, and youth is the big thing. So me, I just turned 25, so I'm young. But you got guys coming out of high school like myself that they're going to pay money to. So I don't want to just be sitting around kind of waiting on that.
Yeah.
Per se. So yeah, I want to get in. One thing I really want to get in is like commercials. Like I want to be.
Oh, okay.
I want to get kind of into that field because I'm looking at TV. I'm like, I could be Jay from State Farm.
I felt that.
I can be the Old Spice guy. Like, you know what I mean? You feel me? Like I could be.
Sort of, kind of, maybe.
So maybe I got a little bit more tattoos, but I mean, hey, it is what it is.
It's edgy. It's edgy. It's new. It's
you know what I mean?
Don't worry about it.
So no, I wanted to get into that, and I also was like, dog, you know how much bread Flo from Progressive makes? Like she making cheese, boy. I'm like, bang. I'm like, she the OG.
So what, max a minute and a half or something, and she money.
You know what I mean? So yeah, I want to get into like that. Also like movies and stuff like that, modeling. I mean, I've been doing that. So we'll see. Whoever kind of reaches out and stuff, I'll definitely weigh my options and then go with the best fit for me.
Okay. You talked about just turning 25. What would be the ideal trajectory of your life when it comes to your love life? Like, by this age, I'd like to meet my person, and by this age, I'd like to have kids or settle down, all of that. What do you see your trajectory in your love life going?
I definitely like around 28, so like 3 years. Yeah. Cause I mean, I'm kind of solid in what I'm looking for now. Like, and that's why everybody's like, oh, like you're 25, you're in the best time of life. Like you a professional ball player, like you can wild out. You can,
it is.
Yeah. But I have to explain to people too, like I've been playing since I was 17. So like, think about it, like 17, I did my wilding out 17 to like 21, 22. You feel me? I got it all. I got it all out of my system, So like now, and like, I mean, it's kind of like a blessing because now I can kind of weigh that, you know what I mean? I can weigh like if a girl's really in for me or what I had, you know what I mean? So like I can maneuver a little bit better in that sense. So yeah, I mean, I have my eyes set on like an ideal woman that I would see good for myself. And yeah, so me being 25, like kind of what I said on the show, like I want to have that long marriage. Like I want to be able to tell my kids like, oh, me and your mom have been together for 20 years, 30 years. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So yeah, around 28 is where I want to, I mean, obviously in between I would have to meet someone, build that, and then my little kids would come out of somewhere. But yeah, but yeah, that's I would say that would be the age that I'm looking at.
Okay, so I got one last question for you. You talk about knowing what your ideal woman is. For the people listening, what are the characteristics of your ideal woman? Tell us.
I'm not too picky. Obviously, I'll see someone, and obviously the first thing I catch is like their attractiveness. So, and everyone's beautiful in their own way. So I like more so of like I said, drive, like ambition. Like that's a turn on for me because I am so driven in everything that I've done, and I've reached like certain points in my life because of that. And yeah, positivity. I'm super positive all the time. I smile all the time. Yeah, and someone that can make me laugh because I like to goof off.
Okay.
I like to goof off. So and then I don't know if you saw on the show, like I'm very direct. Like I don't cut any corners.
Yes, we saw. Yes.
I don't cut any corners. So and I want the same out of a partner. Like I'm man enough and I guess sure of myself enough to where like you can tell me like, hey DeAndre, like chill out. You know what I'm saying? Or like you're not, because I want you to be, I want you to be transparent with me, because I'm gonna do the same with you. I'm like, hey, baby, like I'm feeling it, but that ain't it, fam.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? And I feel like that's one of the most healthiest, is that a word? Most healthy
We'll take it.
things.
It's okay.
We'll
Do what
take
you
it.
want.
We'll take it. It's fine. Um, things out of a relationship, to where there's no like doubt in things that are coming out of your mouth. There's no like, oh, like you can kind of take what the other person's saying, and you
Mm-hmm.
can kind of see it from their point of view. So yeah, that's it. And yeah, other than that, I'm good. I'm good.
Well, y'all heard it here first. If you're not self-assured and confident, don't waste your time with him, okay? He don't want you.
Yeah.
You gotta be a confident woman to be with a man like that.
Yeah,
Okay, y'all
for
make sure
sure.
to follow him on all the platforms that you have. I don't know if you have Twitter. I didn't see like a Twitter popping up or
Yeah,
anything.
so yeah, I do have Twitter. I'm not on it too much. I usually retweet a lot of my boys stuff from like that play in the league. I have a lot of boys
Oh,
that play
okay.
in the major leagues.
Okay.
So but my Twitter is at Mr. AH. So Mr. underscore AH underscore. My main platform is Instagram. That's where you're gonna see me a lot. I like to post the videos, like showing people kind of like my life and things like that. And that is at Asbury14. So you can follow me on there. And yeah, those are my two main ones. Not too big on Facebook anymore. Used to be. But
Who's
yeah,
on there?
my
Who,
main
our other ones are on there. We don't got time for that.
ain't nobody got time for that. Yeah, so but yeah, Asbury14, and Instagram is where you can find me.
All right, guys, make sure to give him some love. Thank you again, DeAndre, for talking with me. Hopefully I didn't, waste too much of your time today. I know it's early for me. I don't know about you, but it's early where I'm at.
Yeah.
I'm a, I'm a,
Nah, you're fine. Like, it was good. You're a trooper for even getting up this early. So I appreciate you. I appreciate
it's
you having me
okay.
on.
Listen,
And
it was great. The
you're
conversation was good. You're very easy to talk to. You're very
yeah,
easy to talk to. Yeah.
thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
it. So yeah, whenever you need me or wanna have any more combos or have me on again, just reach out. So
All right. That's not
I
a problem. We're
definitely
gonna have to
enjoyed it.
talk about the finale. I'm gonna hold you to this now. The finale, we're
All
gonna have.
right. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be watching myself because I want to see what's gonna happen.
I bet. Okay, guys, y'all here. Make sure to tune in. The show is still going until I think the end of this month. So y'all got a couple more weeks of Love Island. Make sure to tune in for the finale and to see DeAndre again, hopefully, if things work out the way we want it to. And thanks for tuning in.
Thank you. Y'all have a good one.